愛してよ私を
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Today we have an exciting matchup.
The Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the New York Giants. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for Paul Perkins. He finds an opening past the 40. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Giants. Paul Perkins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. A tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
Set to return now. Here's Deontay Thompson. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. This is the first carry for Rob Kelly, and he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On second down, here's Stafford. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Stafford. Going deep here for Allen. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
And that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on third down to force the incompletion to set up fourth. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. He'll return it from the 6. might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Now Perkins, and he'll take this one down near the 15. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 3rd down, Webb. And this is going to be incomplete. Charles, that's an important 3rd down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on 4th down, that's big for the defense.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Terrell Pryor that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
This is Kellen. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A very solid gain of 27. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Throw right side, caught by Davis. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
On the ball,
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll go again with Kelly. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Back-to-back one-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a third down and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And incomplete here on third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And the kick by Butker is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
New York set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll let Perkins carry to start the drive. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On second down, Perkins. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third. Out of the gun, it's Webb. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. Now the ball comes loose, and the Redskins scoop it. And some room to work. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now Kelly on the toss. And now running right through it. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
That play definitely goes down as a win for the defense as they were able to get there and tackle him for a loss. But you just got the sense that the runner kept looking for a space to turn upfield, and it kept getting strung out towards the sidelines before the defense finally finished him off.
The Redskins on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They run it here with Thompson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
The best defensive lineman They play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So they recover the fumble in plus position, but they can't go anywhere. In fact, they go backwards, but they do get a field goal out of it.
They'll take the 3, but in a lot of ways, they feel like they let themselves down by not capitalizing, and they definitely let the defense down for getting the key turnover.
New York set to take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. The drive starts with a run by Perkins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Off the bootleg, Webb. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target. Third down here. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
A play fake, now Webb. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
This is fielded at the 27. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Redskins will take possession with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. To throw is Stafford. Allen has it, left side. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On 1st down, Stafford here. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early. Don't
be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Play action. Stafford. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On third down, that's Thompson. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Chris Thompson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And, oh, what a catch there by Marshall. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. That's a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Green, 39. Detroit.
On second down, Webb. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
The Giants on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Webb. Caught left side. It's Beckham. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's 3rd and short.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
They'll try to pick it up with Perkins. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Throwing again. Webb. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Let's go. Green, 39.
Webb now from the gun. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that's going to tie us at 13. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive guy,
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They run with it. It's Kelly. Open space inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Rob Kelly hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are going to take the lead. And he'll bang that one through. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. New York set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Oh, shifty, and he's got daylight. It's a foot race past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Paul Perkins, 77 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he puts it through. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A huge play there for Washington. 59 yards on the ground. Nothing fancy there. A little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut, as you described, and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Thompson, and he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Here's Stafford. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Shift together here from the D-line. 1st and goal. Defense with their backs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Rob Kelly with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Redskins are going to take the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Butker now to kick this one away. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But what about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And some room to maneuver. They give him a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Operating from the gun, Webb. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Webb. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
That's complete right around the 8. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Giants on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Webb. And he's got his man, Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. We have been treated to great offense on both sides. The defense is on the other end of the spectrum. They're just searching for answers right now, aren't they?
And for most defenses, it's a very uncomfortable and in a lot of ways unfamiliar spot because points are going to be scored. But the way we're seeing them today, it's almost like there's no resistance. They've got to figure out how to slow these offenses down. Maybe someone on either side can make a big play and start to wreck.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. The Redskins on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Stafford now to throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Fielded just inside the 30. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
All right, here we go.
On 1st and 10, Webb out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long.
All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Webb. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. What will Webb try to do here after the sack as he brings his guys up 3rd and long?
Leopard! Leopard! All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
A final shot before break. Webb. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. So we've reached halftime here on the Thanksgiving night, as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Devon Kennard leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. pitch it to Kelly. And he's got room. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7. The Redskins on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 3rd down, it's Thompson. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Fresh set of downs here. Now Stafford. Setting up the screen to Kelly. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He's going to fire one deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Giant territory. That one goes for 36 yards. In the red zone this time. Now a first down throw. Stafford. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins are going to take the lead. On this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Webb. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
The Giants on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They run with Perkins. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Giants. Paul Perkins, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And his kick is right through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be knocked down sideways. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And now look at him go. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On the run, it's Kelly. Down right around the 25. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Red zone opportunity. They go play action here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. A give. This is Kelly. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Rob Kelly with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Redskins are going to take the lead. And his kick is good. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
To throw on 2nd down, here's Webb. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green.
From the gun, Webb. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On first down, it's Webb. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Green, on now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Here we go now. Green, 39.
Operating from the gun, Webb, and he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. High-scoring first half, and to this point, a high-scoring second half. A lot of offense, Charles.
Very entertaining game for guys like you and me, being able to watch it. Anyone who's here in the stadium, they've got to be having a blast wondering who's going to score next and who's going to gain an advantage. The people who hate this,
the guys that play your old position, right?
My old position, anyone on defense, this is not a satisfying game for them, not at all.
Yeah, these offenses rolling. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. B.J. Goodson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. The Redskins on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Stafford throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Second and 10, Stafford again. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. There he goes left side. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Rob Kelly, 59 yards. And the Redskins are going to take the lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Butker now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. And this one might be going the other way. Now a play fake here on first down. Webb can't escape as he goes down. Ryan Anderson, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. To throw on second down. Webb. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Perkins on third down. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. 20. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And from the 3 now, it's second and goal. Now Darkwa. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
Webb to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Looked like they had a window to get that in there, but a good job rallying defensively.
Excellent timing. No pass interference. The hit jars it loose, and now they force them into a decision. Do you go for it on fourth down or kick the field goal?
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Rosas puts this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the fourth quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
22. Big 20. Set. Hey, 23.
They'll hand it off to Kelly. And he's got some space here. And now running right, weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 30. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 52 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On the ground, it's Thompson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain here down to the 22. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 11.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And Butker able to put this one through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Paul Perkins, 71 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Stafford now to throw. This one caught by Crowder. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Kelly on the counter. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Second down following the run. Now a handoff here to his running back. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run with Thompson. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. 3 for 3 so far, and a 4th would win it. And his kick here is good. And with that, they will move out in front.